Guys, am I live? Am I audible and visible? Please let me know. Okay, so Sanskriti, good evening. Thank you, Surya. Right, sorry for like 3-4 minute delay. Right, I told you like I'm not sure I was audible at that time or not. There was this barat that was going like close to my house, and they were having lots of different songs and DJs. The last song they play was like "Ye Desh Hai Veer Jawano Ka." So that is why I decided to go for like 2-3 minutes delay. Hello Vidhi, hello Surya, hello Sanskriti. So I guess the marathon classes are going well. Am I correct? Yes or no? Okay, so I just want to have certain like proper discussion. These marathon classes are going to be fruitful if you are going to make the notes parallelly. So if there was this particular one class of international affairs, then we had the class of governance and polity. Now today we had the class of personalities, days and dates. So that's not going to be just like clat oriented. है ना? If you have seen the today's session, you must have understand this is going to be all the law entrance tests that is being conducted in the country. Okay, so all you have to do is to go with the notes as well. You have to make the notes. So if you want to like get the maximum output of these marathon classes which you are going, right, you have to make sure that you are making notes and you are into all the topics and revisions. So just make sure कि हम लोगों के साथ चलते रहे साथ साथ. Okay, just एक चीज में नहीं. Hello Riddhi. So I know you guys are having properly CLAT oriented marathon. प्लस लाइक जो भी अदर लॉ एंट्रेंस टेस्ट हैं लाइक एनएलयू दिल्ली का है राइट स्लैट है एमएससीटी है एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अ सेशन बेस्ड ऑन कंप्लीटली लाइक एलिट ओरिएंटेड yes yeah like I was like yeah I have these two classes in which we had discussed the properly the what I can say like a client oriented session. So why not get into the some elite oriented as well. So excited for elite oriented session and the type of question that elite or NLU Delhi exam or symbiosis or MSCT are going to ask. Yes or no? Yeah, I'm watching like chat box properly. So you can just answer it. Good. Okay. Right. Okay, so it is like I checked my elite admit card, but the exam center is not mentioned on it. But say, just give like there is this email ID that is being given for the this kind of what we can call it like grievance and all. Okay, so वो email उठाओ और उस email ID में अपना जो भी admit card है उसका photos खींचो ऐड करो प्रॉपर ईमेल लिखो एंड टेल देम दैट डूड वी आर दिस एंड दिस इज माय रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर दिस इज माय एडमिट कार्ड and this is not matching properly, so please get me the proper admit card and they will help, right? Yes, last year there was this kid who actually by mistake mentioned PG instead of UG exam in CLAT. So they actually go for all the kind of proper grievance, so you can go with that. Don't worry, they will help you. Uh, yeah, criminal justice definitely. I'm not sure about what you are thinking, but the sessions that we are conducting, they are not just for the current affairs. They are actually about how to understand how to go for current affairs. So yeah, definitely you should be here. Right, rest up to you. आप आजाद भारत के नागरिक हैं, right? आपको कोई नहीं रोक सकता. चले, let's start what we are having. Okay. So the question is, who has been named as the Pakistan's new army chief? You are well aware about how we are having the a relationship with Pakistan and our friendly neighborhood, right? And if like we are getting a new CDS, or we are making some sort of statement regarding Pakistan occupied Kashmir, or relationship with the Kashmir, or with the Pakistan, then everything is like on the news. So Pakistan recently has a new army chief. Who is that particular army chief? The options are Lieutenant General Asim Munir, Lieutenant General Sahir Shamshad Mirza, Lieutenant General Azhar Abbas, Lieutenant General Faiz Hamid. Come on, who has been appointed as the new army chief of Pakistan? Come on. Okay, so Riddhi is saying A, that's Lieutenant General Asim Munir. Anyone else? Hello, Bache Pooja. Okay, Vidhi is also saying that's option number A. Surya is also saying Asim. That's option number A, Lieutenant General Asim Munir. Okay, yes, the correct answer is option number A, Lieutenant General Asim Munir. Very good, Gayatri. Now, the thing is, the way Pakistan is under kind of political tussle, and like they have been in the long speculation कि हमें किसको army chief बनाना चाहिए, किसको नहीं बनाना चाहिए, etc., etc. And after having lots of different names, lots of different summaries regarding this from the Ministry of Defense, they finally appointed Lieutenant General Asim Munir. It is said that he was one of the one जो पुलवामा में mastermind थे. Right. That is a news from different websites. Still, we did not get like any sort of proper documentation or proper statement. But yes, he was one of the one who actually planned the Pulwama attack. Right, ऐसा बोलते हैं. And now he is the new army chief of Pakistan. Vidhi, everything is fine from my side. I'm also watching in the cell phone, the chat box and all other thing. So, but say once try to go for like a proper screen, like internet connection. Okay, so currently Lieutenant General Asim Munir has been appointed as the new army chief, chief of army staff, you can call it, right? And he will start working from this particular month end. Okay, let's move to the next one. Now, understand, uh, this is one of the particular question regarding the appointment. Okay, now this particular appointment is international, so that clearly means कि ALET में international appointments जो है वो important हो जाते हैं. So just make sure if we are having new particular Secretary General for UN, or we are having new chief of WHO or anyone else, so just make sure the supreme organization and their new appointment or new chief is very important. Okay, let's move to the next one. Which village in Tamil Nadu has been notified as the state's first biodiversity heritage site? सो तमिलनाडु का कौन सा विलेज है जो स्टेट का पहला बायोडाइवर्सिटी हेरिटेज साइट नोटिफाई हुआ है? दी ऑप्शंस आर नवीनपत्ती, कीलाबालू, अरीतापत्ती, केदारीपत्ती. कम ऑन. Is my voice low? Anyone? Okay, so Riddhi is saying C, that is Arittapatti, Janvi, Gayatri, Vidhi, everyone is saying C. Correct. The correct answer is Arittapatti. Now, Tamil Nadu properly issued a proper like a notification that Arittapatti village near there is this Melur district, sorry, Melur Taluka in Madurai, right, is our biodiversity heritage site. I mean, this is having like 7 different variant of granite hillocks like mountains. It is having like 72 different small and large lakes. It is having 200 natural spring pools and 3 check dams with different sort of biodiversity, flora and fauna. So one village with very rich biodiversity, Fali state has notified it that it is going to be our first biodiversity heritage site. That means they are going to protect it, they are going to conserve it, and they are going to make sure that nobody, like in the modern scenario, modern people, is going to exploit any sort of resource negatively. Okay, so just make sure if we are having such sort of particular initiative which is like associated with the environment and all other thing, that is also important for NLU Delhi exam. So this kind of notification or this kind of initiative or this kind of news becomes important for it. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Who has been honored with the Peace Prize by Gandhi Mandela Foundation? Right now, you can see this particular awards and prizes section. So, international or national particular awards are important for ALIT, that is NLU Delhi. Right. So, who has been honored with the Peace Prize by Gandhi Mandela Foundation? Options are Malala Yousafzai, Kailash Satyarthi, Barack Obama, Dalai Lama. Come on. Okay, Vidhi का कहना है D, that's Dalai Lama. Anyone else? No one? Riddhi is saying A, that's Malala Yousafzai. The correct answer is option number D, that's Dalai Lama. Yes, Dalai Lama has been honored with a recent Peace Prize by Gandhi Mandela Foundation. Now, you know about our Mahatma Gandhi and our Nelson Mandela, right? They are the one who were actually kind of the leader in this particular world against the non-violence, violence and different sort of methodology of like killing peace and all other things. So Dalai Lama has been honored with this particular prize. Now, this Gandhi Mandela Foundation's Peace Prize is been given to those persons or those people who are actually contributing in the field of social welfare, peace, environment, education, healthcare, right, innovation. And Dalai Lama is given this particular prize because he promoted peace for a long period of time. And you are aware about the kind of particular effort the Dalai Lama has put for the peace and Dalai Lama's effort for the freedom of Tibet. Right, so that is why he has been given the Peace Prize of Gandhi Mandela Foundation. Okay, moving on. Which country's parliament has passed free trade agreement with India? So किसने फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट इंडिया के साथ साइन किया है, किसने पार्लियामेंट में पास कर दिया? The options are United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Denmark. Anyone? Tessia B. Okay, that's Australia. Vidhi, that's C, New Zealand. Okay, Vidhi changed the answer. That's B, Australia. Sanskriti, that's A, United Kingdom. Anyone else? Janvi is also saying B. The correct answer is option number B, that's Australia. Very good, Riddhi. So, Australian जो Prime Minister है, that is Anthony Albanese, राइट, उन्होंने ये पर्टिकुलर अग्रीमेंट जो है वो ऑस्ट्रेलियन पार्लियामेंट के सामने वो किया था, प्रेजेंट किया था, एंड आफ्टर दैट he has like announced that country's free trade agreement with India has been passed through the parliament as well. Now, Australia India Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, right? So that is ECTA, Australia India Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement. Okay, this particular agreement was actually signed during the April 2022, but they actually held this particular agreement for this period of time, and ultimately they presented it in the parliament and they passed it. So now, like Australia is going to be having free trade agreement with one of the world's fastest growing economy, that's India. Now, do I need to tell you about the free trade agreement? Anyone? Or like we had discussed this in the classes for the very different time, राइट? कभी हमने यूरोपियन यूनियन डिस्कस किया था, कभी हमने आरसीईपी डिस्कस किया था, कभी दूसरी चीजें. सो वी हैड दिस, सो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कस इट अगेन. नाउ, Understand, Australia is one of the basic partner of India, right? Whether it is the Quad, whether it is the allies in the Asia Pacific against the China's Chinese aggression and all other things. So this is one of the big news that is important as well. That is why we had put this in our session. So this kind of news, whether it is economic or any sort of free trade agreement or some particular agreement with any other country, they always become important one, and you should note it down in your notes as well. Moving on, who has been appointed as the new election commissioner in the election commission by the president of India? Right. Okay. This is an important appointment without any doubt. But this become more important because there is something that is going to be controversial and that is going around it. Supreme Court had recently had some particular discussion regarding it and all other things. So that is why it becomes very important. So who has been appointed as the new election commissioner of Election Commission of India? The options are Ganesh Shankar Mishra, Ajay Pal Singh, Varun Goyal, Arun Goyal. Okay, so Vidhi is saying A, Trisha is saying A, Sanskriti said D, that's Arun Goyal. Janvi said D, that's Arun Goyal. Anyone else? That's it. Yes, the correct answer is option number D, Arun Goyal. Yes, the retired IS officer is from Punjab cadre, I guess. Correct. And he has been appointed as the Chief Election Commissioner of India. He had already assumed the office by 21st of November, but right, there are particular certain questions that is being raised by different activists like Prashant Bhushan and all other people. So the Supreme Court has asked certain question that how within a day you can appoint someone as the chief election commissioner, right? So that is why it is one of the election commissioner. So that is why it is one of the particular question that is being raised. Just don't forget about it. Okay, moving on. Okay, so who has been named as ICC Men's T20 World Cup's player of the tournament? So ICC T20 World Cup, please, nobody is going to talk about how India lose against England, right? That hurts. But we can actually talk about who has been named as the player of the tournament. Okay, the options are Sam Curran, Virat Kohli, the King Kohli, the Sky Surya Kumar Yadav, or the Joes Butler. Okay, so why everyone is saying C, the Sky Surya Kumar Yadav? Okay, Riddhi said A. Kanika Shri is saying A. Okay, yeah, if you will see all four of these players, you will find they all were fabulous in the tournament. Right, you cannot forget the Virat Kohli's inning against Pakistan, that 82 not out, and that particular six that came into the 19th over. You cannot forget it. Right, Surya Kumar Yadav has emerged one of the best player. Right, these days he is in rank one in T20 men's batter list. Okay, and Joes Butler, right? Yes, we don't need to talk about him, but this time the player of the tournament was a pacer, a fast bowler. That was Sam Curran. He was a very good during the death overs. He was one of the wicket taker for the English captain Joes Butler, and he has played a very important role throughout the tournament for the England's victory against Pakistan in the T20 final as well. So that is why Sam Curran is the player of the tournament. Okay, yeah, Surya Kumar Yadav, Virat Kohli all played well, but Sam Curran is the player of tournament. ठीक है, भूलना मत, please. चले आगे बढ़ते हैं. Okay, so the question is, which state has implemented Panchayat extension to scheduled area, that is PISA Act. So which of the following state has recently implemented the PISA Act? The options are Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha. Come on. Okay. Mm-hmm. D. Okay, this is about current affairs. Okay, I'm not talking about which was the first state that has implemented. So, Riddhi, very good, bache. The correct answer is option number B, Madhya Pradesh, on the Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, Tribal Pride Day, right? That is being observed in 15th of November. The Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh State, Mr. Shivraj Singh, actually announced this particular thing, that the Panchayat Extension to Schedule Areas Act, that is known as PISA Act, is properly being implemented in Madhya Pradesh. Now, what exactly happened when we see scheduled areas? We are talking about the tribal population, their culture, their relationship with the nature, the forest, and all other things. But the regular growth, regular development, regular infrastructure development, regular concrete structure development actually kills this relation, and as well as the beauty of tribal areas. Okay, so after implementation of this particular act, the schedule areas are going to be having a Gram Sabha, that is a kind of committee in every village, that is going to take care of the management of natural resources, that is going to take care of the involvement, active involvement of the tribal people against the exploitation by the outer culture and all other things. So yes, this is going to be one of the best particular act that has been implemented in Madhya Pradesh so far. Madhya Pradesh is seventh state that has implemented the PISA Act. Okay, so just don't forget about it. Right, can you tell me this 15th November why we celebrate this as Janjati Gaurav Divas or Tribal Pride Day? Anyone? No? If not, that's your homework. Find out why we celebrate Janjati Gaurav Divas. Moving on. The government extended the tenure of Sanjay Mishra for one more year. He served as the director of which of the following agency? So the thing is ki Sanjay Mishra is director of one of the following agency, and the government decided to extend his term for one more year. The options are CBI, NIA, IB, ED. Come on. Vidhi, that's EDD. Okay, Kanika Shri is saying D, that's ED, Enforcement Director, I guess. Gayatri is also saying D. The correct answer is the Enforcement Director. Alright, so Sanjay Mishra is supposed to be retired by 2020. So he has been given two extension already. So 2020, 2021, 2021, 2022. Now 2022, 2023. So 18 November 2022 से 18 November 2023 तक के लिए एक साल का extension जो है उनको और मिला हुआ है. Okay, so this is his third extension as the Director of Enforcement Directorate. Okay, moving on. Who has been appointed as the full-time member of Niti Aayog? I know you will be like, ये क्या question है? Right? Just for the like, because we get a new chairperson, like new CEO of Niti Aayog, and we get some new indexes associated with the Niti Aayog. So I so thought, why not we should have a question related to Niti Aayog, and you can get all the basic information about it. All right. So who has been appointed as the full-time member of Niti Aayog? The options are N.K. Singh, Vishal Narayan, uh, Dubri Subbarao, or Arvind Virmani. Okay, so Kanika Shri is saying D, that's Arvind Virmani. Mm-hmm. Vidhi is saying C, that is Duvuri Subbarao, Janvi said D, that's Arvind Vermani. Okay, did this also seem the correct answer is option number D. Yes, Arvind Virmani is now a full-time member of Niti Aayog. Before that, like he's one of the supreme economists in our country. I guess he was the chief economic advisor of Finance Ministry from 2007 to 2009. Right. He has also served as the member of Technical Advisory Committee of Monetary Policy in Reserve Bank from 2013 to 16, I guess. Right. So he's one of the major brain in the economic policy and economic development. So being him as a full-time member of Niti Aayog will be a great development in our policy making and execution and economic development as well. Moving on. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2020 will be awarded to. So the question is about India's highest sports award, that is Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2022 will be awarded to whom? The options are Somajit Ghosh, right? Manika Batra, Neha Agrawal, Sharad Kamal Achanta. Okay, so Kanika, she was ready from properly and he's like D. Okay, very good. Can you tell me okay, first let the answer, then I'll ask. Hmm. Never heard of him, never heard of it. Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratna. Hmm. The correct answer is option number D. Kanya, can you tell me which sport he's associated with which sport? Ali, very good, buddy. Yes, he is a senior professional table tennis player, and he is the one who becomes he's the first one actually to become the 10 times senior table tennis national champion. Yes, right. And 2 3 years back, 2019, he also got the fourth highest civilian award, that is Padma Shri. Right, and in this particular, he is getting the highest sports award, that is Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratna Award. Okay, don't forget about it. It's a very important award. Moving on, which particular grouping has launched 1.4 billion fund to tackle to the next global pandemic? Right. Okay, you saw Commonwealth. I was not there. Like I did not saw any of the event in Commonwealth, frankly speaking. But I guess I missed a good particular game. Okay. So, which group has launched the 1.4 billion fund to tackle the next global pandemic? Options are Conference of Parties 27, G20, Quadrilateral Dialogues, or BRICS. So with this saying B, that's G20. Gayatri is also saying B. Very good. Anyone else? Okay, did they said B? Hmm. The correct answer is option number B. Okay, so I don't need to tell you that Conference of Party 27, G20, Quadrilateral Dialogues, and BRICS Summit. They are very important summit like SCO is there, the right United Nations Security Council's Committee Against Terrorism is there. So these are some important particular summits and conferences that becomes very important. So just try to improve your notes. G20, right, has decided to launch a $1.4 billion fund to tackle the next global pandemic if it is coming. Right. So the major donors include like Britain, United States, India, France, China, Australia, Japan. So they were the one who becomes the major donor and they decided to have a future plan for coming pandemics. Okay. Okay, moving on. Who will be honored with the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award 2022? Okay, the options are Quentin Tarantino, right? Christopher Nolan, David Fincher, or Carlos Sora. Okay, so Kaniga is saying D, that's Carlos Sora. Vidhi is saying C, that's David Fincher. Janvi is saying D, Carlos Sora. Okay, the correct answer is option number D, Carlos Sora. He's a Spanish filmmaker, film director actually, and he's having a career of close to 40, 50 years. And his films won many different international awards. And I guess he is Spain's most renowned, most recognized filmmaker. There was this list that I read some year back, in which he was like considered as one of the most visionary cinema maker of 21st century that we are having, right? Though his career is from 20th and 21st century, but he's recognized at this. So International Film Festival of India, right? In this particular film festival, he is going to be honored with the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. Right now, Satyajit Ray is again India's supreme most cinema maker, and undoubtedly he is the one that is having maximum number of national award. He is the one who's having honorary lifetime achievement in cinema Academy Oscar award, and I mean, like, he is one of my favorite, and his film has given lots of different creative, cultural, cult, and messages. And similar is with the Carlos Sora. So he is going to be honored with the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award in the International Film Festival of India. Okay, moving on. Acha, like Quentin Tarantino हो या Christopher Nolan हो या David Fincher, they all are my favorite English filmmakers, right? So if you are like आपका CLAT हो जाए, NLU Delhi का exam हो जाए, other exam हो जाए, so you can watch like movies of these directors. But after exam, oh, moving on. Uh, what is the theme of India's G20 presidency in 2023? So this is a well-known fact that India is going to have the presidency of G20 in 2023 from this particular 1st of October. Sorry, 1st of December, we are going to hold the presidency that will end in the next particular December. Okay, so what is the theme of this particular presidency when India is having it? Options are one earth, one family, one future, one world, sustainable world, recover together, recover stronger, build conscience for the fair and sustainable development. My God, A. This is saying C. Okay, the correct answer is option number A. There is this Upanishad that is known as Maha Upanishad, right? In this particular Upanishad, there is this particular phrase, this particular term is mentioned, that is in Sanskrit, which is called as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, right? So Vasudha, that is Vasudhaiva, entire earth is family. So inspired from that, one earth, one family, one future, that is going to be the theme of the India's presidency in 2023 for G20. Very yes, very good. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Okay, moving on. Who has been introduced into the ICC Hall of Fame in 2022? Right, sports I know दो तीन हो गए, but you just make sure that sports become important when it comes to symbiosis, MSCET or NLU Delhi exam. So these are some basic type of question that is being asked. So the question is, who has been inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame 2022? The option is Ramnavir Sarwan, Shiv Narayan Chandapal, Darren Ganga, or Redley Jacobs. Kaniga is saying B, that Shiv Narayan Chandapal. Okay, Vidhi said B. Vidhi said B. Very good. The correct answer is option number B. So we are having Charlotte Edward, we are having Abdul Qadir, we are having Shiv Narayan Chandapal, right? जिनको ICC Hall of Fame 2022 में induct किया गया. And I'm not sure how many of you like cricket, but if you know cricket, you must know Shiv Narayan Chandrapal, because he's one of the most recognized figure in the West Indies cricket. I guess he was the one who actually debuted in the like at the age of 19, right, and played for a very long period of time, and he was one of the most important ball of West Indies Test and One Day cricket. Right, I loved his batting because he was a very unorthodox player. Like there is certain terms in cricket that we follow. So there is an orthodox cricket player like Rahul Dravid we are having, Sachin Tendulkar we are having, Virat Kohli we are having, right? Because they are having certain techniques, certain proper cricketing method. But Shiv Narayan Chandrapal was one of the unorthodox batter that we had seen, and he, with the Abdul Qadir and Charlotte Edward, has been inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame. Don't forget about it. Okay. Ali, very good. Moving on. Who has been appointed as the chairperson of the Law Commission of India? Right. Okay. So you know Law Commission, right? There is this commission that every year, like every time we are seeing from 1955, starting from the first Law Commission under the MC Talwar to now, we had seen 21, 22 total Law Commission, and these are the commissions that actually publishes regular reports about the future, the changes, the requirement, the elimination of laws, different laws in India. So there is being a new chairperson appointed for the Law Commission of India. Who is that particular person? The options are Arvind Kumar, PV Sanjay Kumar, Rituraj Avasthi, Arup Kumar Goswami. Come on. Okay, so Vidhi is saying A, Ali is saying B, and Janvi is saying C. Somebody said D, so we are going to have A, B, C, D. So Riddhi is saying C, that is Rituraj Avasthi. Okay. The correct answer is option number C. Yes, the retired High Court Chief Justice Rituraj Avasthi has been appointed as the chairperson of the Law Commission of India. And again, I'm like, this particular commission is advisory and like critical for the government's policy and legal particular initiatives. So this is an important commission. Don't forget about it. Homework for you guys. Find out, is there any article in Indian Constitution associated with the creation of Law Commission? Another question that I was supposed to ask that is being already answered. Who was the chairperson of first Law Commission after independence of India? That is MCC Talwar. Moving on. Which is the only Indian company to rank in top 100 of Forbes World's Best Employer Ranking 2022? So इनमें से कौन सी कंपनी फोर्ब्स की बेस्ट एम्प्लॉयर रैंकिंग 2022 में है अंडर 100? The options are Reliance Industries, Adani Group, Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys. So Vidhi is saying A, that's Reliance Industries. Kanika Street is also saying A. Anyone else? Okay, Riddhi is also saying the correct answer is option number A. Forbes, with this particular market research company that is known as Statista, right? ये हर साल, not हर साल, like from last 6 years, this is sixth annual report of this particular best employer ranking, and they have published this report. They are having close to 50 different firms, sorry, 50 tech companies and another one. So the Reliance industry marks the 20th position among them, and it is the only particular company that comes under 100 as the world's best employer ranking. Okay, moving on. Which of the following organization had said that at least 50,000 people died of hot weather in Europe in 2022? Yes, you might be like, what kind of question is this? See, the thing is not about this question. The thing is, which particular organization has published this report? Okay, and you have seen the environmental concern from last 2 3 years the Europe has faced, and the heat wave that particular northern hemisphere is facing. So the Europe actually lost 15,000 people at least from the hot weather and heat waves. That is being a report published by which of the following organization? The options are United Nations Environmental Program, World Health Organization, Food and Agriculture Organization, World Meteorological Organization. Okay, so Janvi is saying B, that's WHO. Okay, Gayatri is saying B, that's World Health Organization. Okay, the correct answer is World Health Organization. Yes, Bachchi. Right. I mean, if I'll tell you that in Germany, with the heat waves and hot weather, there are close to 4,500 dead. That is actually highest in Europe. Then we are having 4,000 deaths in Spain. Then we are having close to 3,000 deaths in Portugal. In England, that is like sorry, 1,000 in Portugal and 3,000, close to 3,000 in United Kingdom. That is all because of heat wave. And this particular report is being published by World Health Organization. Important organization है क्योंकि after pandemic the way we are improving, the World Health Organization has played important role. Just make sure to have certain basics of WHO. Okay, let's move to the next one. Which aerospace company will launch India's first privately developed rocket? Actually, they have launched. Okay. ठीक है. So, which is the India's first privately developed rocket, and which company has which company has launched it? The options are Skylabs Aerospace, Collins Aerospace, Stardor Aerospace, or Skyroot Aerospace. Sanskrit is saying D, that's Skyroot Aerospace. Ali is saying D, it's D. Look at the confidence, Ali. I like it, buddy. I like it. So Vidhi is saying B, Riddhi is saying D. The correct answer is option number D. Right. So mid-November, the Skyroot, which is actually a Hyderabad, Bangalore-based private space startup, right? They have created a proper new setup, that is Vikram S. Okay, and they had sent it like mid-November. I guess 12th of November was the date when they had sent it, and it is India's first privately developed rocket, right? That has launched a satellite properly. Okay, don't forget about it. It's an important question. Moving on November 14, 2022, in Egypt, right, Sharm el Sheikh City, Conference of Party 27, Climate Situation in Asia report was released. Which version of the report it is? Okay, so again, the question is majorly about Conference of Party because this is one of the most concerned for the environment. So the question is, they had published the climate situation in Asia report. Which version is this? First, second, third, fourth. Come on. Come on. Is it like very hard? Okay, so B, that's second. Okay, the correct answer is option number B, that's a second edition. Okay, the thing is ki we are having a very uneven terrain. I mean, look at the northern part, Siberia, the plains, then we are having another cold desert, that is Mongolia, then we are having world's highest mountain, that is Himalaya, then we are having a proper plateau setup, which is having very extreme three-season weather, then we are having the rainforest-like setup in the Southeast Asia. So Because of that, we had seen lots of different particular concerns. For example, we had seen the droughts, we had seen the floods, we had seen the landslide across the Asia from last 2021, 2022. So this particular concern, this particular report was actually published by World Meteorological Organization, and they had actually tell about this is the second edition of it, and they actually talk about how much we are investing against the climate adaptation. And in Asia, the China is highest, close to 200 billion. India is second highest, that is close to $50 billion. Then we are having Japan, that is investing close to $30 billion against the climate adaptation, which is actually, according to the report, is less. But this is the second edition of this particular climate situation in Asia report that is published. And don't forget about COP27, very important. Moving on. How many people were forcibly displaced globally in the first half of the year 2022 due to persecution, conflict, violence, human rights violation, and incidents seriously disturbing public order? Right. So this is a United Nations Human Rights Commission's particular report that is being published recently. So the situation, the question is, ki how many, according to the report, has been displaced forcefully? Right. The options are 93 million, 103 million, 110 million, 123 million. Okay, so Riddhi is saying B, that's 103 million. You can see the conflicts, like Ukraine, Russia. You can see the violence and violation of human rights in Middle East, Northern African region. You can see Myanmar, you can see Afghanistan, you can see Iraq, Syria. So this is all about it. The correct answer is 103 million. The main question is like UNHRC is one of the important organization. आपके note में update होना चाहिए. So they published this first half like tendency report in which they said they talk about the refugees, the asylum seekers, the displaced people, the stateless people. Apart from this, the host countries, the country of origin, and all other things. So this report actually tells us about there are like close to 10 crore 30 lakh people in the first half of 2022 who were forcefully displaced from their origin place due to conflict, violence, or violation of human rights, etc. And that's actually big data. In 1 year, that's more than 10 crore people. Okay, so this is it from my side. I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion session. I hope you guys have a better understanding regarding the exam of NLU Delhi, Symbiosis, and MSCET. Right, and I hope you had a better time. Right, so this is it from my side. I wish you and all your loved one a good health, good mental health. Just make sure to stay motivated, stay positive, and whatever we discussed about marathon classes, don't forget that. Okay, so this is it. मिलते हैं क्लास में. Good night, guys. Good night, good night, good night. Ali, like everything, if you are reading regular newspaper, na, then definitely you will have like all of the answers. So read newspaper properly. Good night. Bye. See ya.